There they are, gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows into the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues.
Ubin, one banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varl, kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important.
Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Eric's a little snotty.
Ah, things makes a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived.
Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. That sounds like a nice job. It's like a little summer thing, minimum wage. Can I ask one more favor?
No, Eric, I've been done enough already. What is it?
I'll be nice. If you happen to stall our guest down by the docks, I wouldn't object.
Maybe I will.
Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down by the docks. Always send your giants to greet the visitors. Alright, we got the visitors. We're gonna go down by the docks.
Wagner.
A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grafheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking
Ancient!
looks like Thor. Thor with an axe. And, yeah, Thor with an axe, pretty much.
Comes with being old, and if there is Wagner, there must be Hakon.
Must there? Probably not a good voice for him.
Still bleeding tributes from poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame?
Jorunda demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grafheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home.
Just returned from Aberrang, in fact.
And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp.
The king's son Ludin, don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days.
It's a miserable waste of time.
Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grafheim. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my visits in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan, so I'm going to get new giants to fight with? We should. Given a day in better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow, at the gates.
What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold.
Where is Margir, Hakon? Have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading to meet the governor.
Host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moker. See you in the morning.
I'll be along. I like my quill that I'm holding. Just walk around. I'm a giant. I fight things, and I have this pen.
The young priest of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grafheim should be more interesting than most. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. I need a big bed. On the other hand, if you're going to join a Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. You gotta make decisions. Where's the go to sleep option? I can just go right to the Great Hall and go to sleep? Or I could fraternize with a giant or go see the snot-nosed prince. Tough. Alright, let's go meet the snot-nosed kid.
Is this the right place?
You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed.
Greetings, Prince Ludin.
Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you.
Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grafheim with my guards.
Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react.
Why?
I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance.
Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want?
Just to introduce myself, I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Alright, let's do the third option. We'll see.
A Varl historian? Don't you know already? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities.
I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both.
A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Aberrang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grafheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl.
You sound unconvinced.
There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here.
You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Yeah, that was a great way to spend some time. Should have went to bed. All right, let's go. Let's go talk to the giant.
Scrivener!
You find Hakon in a meat house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over.
Went straight for a flagon?
Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway.
You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble.
No surprise. What's this time?
When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more.
Ha, humans. I guess I only live as long as a Yoxford. I might be desperate to make something of myself, too.
It's not too late to start trying, Hakon.
Hakon lets slip a low chuckle, and Varl could recount his deeds, as he is known for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regular since then.
Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grafheim.
Soon enough, I imagine.
You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Alright, we got some role-playing in. It's like a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. You go back to town, you do a little bit of role-playing to get some extra DM experience points, and then you actually set back out to go fight stuff. Alright, at dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. That's a good point. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, all there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Plus 20 renown for going to sleep? Sweet. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear groggy and disheveled.
Mogir steps forward.
Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to part. Yeah, we're ready. So we follow Mogir and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would have been enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath as they are best not heard. They mutter things... What is with... I can't read this text. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. Summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Alright. Here we go. We're setting off to the wild blue yonder. Or white yonder. There's us! Look at us go! We're awesome. We're tiny. Alright, so that was the city of Strand. Day 2. 66 supplies. 85 fighters. 366 Varl. We got a huge army here. And we're going to... The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogir, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Drink a little, drink a lot, toast to Wagner. Drink a lot. It's not often you get the chance to relax on the road. The odds of something happening to the treasure cart is low, especially in his company, so you take advantage. That was probably a huge mistake. Huge mistake. You rise groggily. The campsite, a casualty of merriment. Mogir is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up. You nudge Wagner. You're needed. I'm gonna forget how I do all these voices, by the way. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return.
How long to Grifheim?
Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you a map.
No, I don't want to see maps.
World map. Click and drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also click on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, press X on the bottom. Oh, wow. Borsgard. Grundar. Alright, so we came from Strand. And we're heading towards... Let's see, we're actually heading this way, right? This is where we are. Okay, we're up here. Here's Weirdfell. Named Bad Weather. And where is it we were heading to? Oh, Grafheim. We're way far away from Grafheim. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grafheim's far from the Strand. Going to be a long march.
You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to
Sky... What is it? Looks like Skyrim. Scribnerstead.
What's the point of marching?
The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skyrimestead. That's the new name of that.
A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers?
We're going to have dredge in this game, too. I'm sick of dredge from Guild Wars 2. Alright, so Ludin exhales through his nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off, too. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Was he talking about his temper there, or something else?
Thanks, Wagner. Let's keep moving. Another half day to Weirdfell if we're lucky.
Hey, look, Weirdfell. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking the Camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the Heroes tent. You can pass the time by using the Rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. Ugh, a lot of resources to manage, I guess. The training tent allows you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Click the leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on the road. Very cool. Click the Heroes tent. I want training. Alright, Heroes tent. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'll probably throw this up on YouTube, Cleon. Injuries. Alright, so one or more of your units is injured. I wonder which one. Cut off! Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. Okay, wait, say that again? Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to their max strength equal to the number of days wounded. Okay, they heal as time passes. Gaming in the raw means checking out a game without knowing what it's about. It does not mean gaming in the buff, which would be totally different. Alright, so click on a unit to view its stats, promote ranks, and learn abilities. Which unit do we want me to pick? I like Mogr is cool. Click on the ability button to learn about it. Bring the pain! The Shield Master strikes an adjacent enemy for armor damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the favor to return even more armor damage for 1 turn. By using Bring the Pain, the Shield Master can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. Normal break attack and +1 to return the favor. Okay, so these are different ranks. He also has... What is this? Return the favor. Rank 1. Normal break attack and +1 to return the favor. So return the favor. A character who attacks a shieldbanger loses 1 point of armor for each strike he makes. Return the favor triggers every time the shieldbanger takes damage from an adjacent enemy, which we can make it devastating to hit him with attacks that strike multiple times. Okay, so you don't want to do like a flurry of attacks against a shieldbanger. Alright, I've got 0 points available. Alright, and we can just rotate through our guys here. So Hakon is a War Master. He's got Sundering Impact. He can wreak havoc with an additional +1 strength and +1 break damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Sundering is best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible. And he's got heavy impact. The warrior hits so hard that an enemy standing adjacent to his target on a strength attack takes 1 strength damage from the shockwave. Nice. Oh, wait. We get to fight with Ludin. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna kick you. Get away from me. Impale. The spearman. He's gonna be fighting emboldened. Each kill the spearman makes encourages allies to fight harder. So he's actually very inspiring. If this little weasel can kill things, I should be able to as well. That's basically what they're saying there with that. So he's a spear. Here's our Warhawk. Gunnulf, I'm sorry I damaged you. I'd like you to rest up. So he's got the big cleave, which we know about. The Tempest, heavy impact. Where's our big guy? So what's this little circle for? 0 points. Oh, kills needed to promote to the next rank. Ability, armor blocks, willpower is spent to move harder. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Okay, so willpower is like your pool, and exertion is how much you can do at a time. So 1 more kill for him, and he can do something. So there we go. Let's return. Injured. So can you swap people in and out? Oh, you can. Turn order. Who did I take out? Hakon. I don't want Ludin. Definitely don't want Ludin going first. -1 strength in battle. Rest and camp to heal. I think we're going to have to rest. Hello, Dem's Bones. Glad you could check out the stream. So we're resting. Okay, that changed the day forward. Let's see what training. Do we have anybody to train? Oh, this is the mock battle. Click end training to stop the battle at any time. The trainer has something to say, and he'll give you hints. So here's Mogr. No, don't shoot him. Ow. If you can take a hit, you can return one. That's the advice he's giving. I want to go over there and smash her in the face. Is that a her? I don't even know. Ow. I need some ranged guys. She's doing double star? Ow! Alright, let's get the little prince in there. Impale! There you go. Oh, and you kicked him. If you're going to impale, then take advantage of it. The more they move, the more they'll bleed. So this is what I don't understand. This guy, big giant guy, right? Attack. Alright, bring the pain. How much damage will that do? When I attack, I can only do 1 damage to him. Why is that? 1? I can pump it up to 2. Is he just not that powerful? Let's do bring the pain, see how much that does. Concentrate. Let them tire out on your shield and then hit them where it hurts. So this guy can move over here. Let's get this archer. So what does he got? Tempest. That's the cleave type ability. So he can just do 6. And that's it. I can't pump that up. Oh, nice. Let's see what this guy got. What's his special? Sundering Impact. Sure, why not?